Gillian back here. Congratulations on the win tonight. Obviously fantastic. And I know you told me before this you basically cried when you found out it was in Toronto. So just give us your thoughts on the fight and the experience tonight.
Honestly, all day in my hotel room today, I feel like that was just the emotion. I just wanted to cry out of happiness. I was so excited to be here, so excited to walk out in front of this crowd, and obviously my performance showed that that energy makes a difference.
You predicted a TKO, and you absolutely got it. I mean, at what point did you know that was going to be available to you?
In the second round, I was just landing strikes. I constantly am trying to land strikes and look for my submission, and I heard the ref twice tell her, I need you to move. So whenever I heard him say that, I was like, all right, these are my opportunities to just keep on going and look for the TKO.
And most submissions in the UFC women's history, second most for finishes overall now. Just what does that say about your overall game?
I just feel like I'm nowhere near where I'm going to be. Like you said, I'm second most for finishes. I want to be first. And I know I'm just on the list for top submissions of all time, men or women. Like I just got on the list for, I think, in the top 10 my last fight. So I want to just keep on pushing until I'm like tied with Oliveira on that one.
So that kind of plays into my next question. You told me before this that you want opponents to be scared of you. So are those the type of accolades that you need to get to make those opponents scared of you wherever the fight goes?
Oh yeah, no matter what, I'm looking for a finish. I want to be able to make sure I can take my opponent down, whether we're on the feet, whether we're on the ground, if it's a TKO, a submission. I want my opponent to be scared of me wherever we are.
Well, fantastic performance. Couple of quick ones to finish up. It was a unseasonably mild winter before you got here. How has it been for you?
I actually haven't left my hotel room too much. I was planning to maybe go a little bit ice skating tonight, which I'm going to bundle up very well.
Fantastic. And just last one, what do you want next? Do you have a date in mind, a opponent, anything?
Not a date. I just want a ranked opponent. I just want someone with a number next to their name, and I want it next to mine next.
Absolutely. Congrats.
Thank you.
Gillian, your last knockout win was actually in Edmonton. What is it about getting knockouts in Canada?
Canada's my good luck charm. It has to be. I feel like it's just the energy and, yeah, something about it. My only 2 TKOs ever have been in Canada.
What does it mean to fight on this card, being from Niagara Falls originally and getting to compete in Ontario? You've fought in Canada before, but not in the province of Ontario.
I just kept on telling myself today, I'm like, literally, this is a dream come true for me. Just make the most of it. To be able to fight in the UFC, the biggest promotion in the world, and in Canada, my home, like, there's really nothing that can compare to these moments today.
How good are you at skating?
I actually haven't been in a couple years, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, that's good. And just last thing, like, what are you gonna? Obviously, you're competing at 115 now. What's on the agenda for like a cheat meal tonight after the fights? Is there like a go-to?
A little bit of everything with a side of a joint.
Gillian over here. 2 wins now, 1 loss of 115. Is everything going according to plan for you guys so far? Do you feel like you're headed right in the direction where you need to be in this new weight class?
Oh yeah, I feel like we're headed in the right direction. My 1 loss, I feel like we took a little bit too fast. It was a little bit of a learning process, and I guess that's what we need to do is just take a little bit more time in between my fights if I'm going to be fighting strawweight. But I don't expect to take any more losses at this weight. I expect to keep on climbing up.
You nearly had an arm triangle in round 1. We were all kind of looking at this. We had a scrum. We were all looking at the screen. We thought you had it. When you get into a similar position in the second round and then you get the TKO, how do you know, like, what's the difference between the first round and second round? How do you know to kind of push that pace and really go for it?
I'm just constantly trying to do damage or trying to look for a finish. So in the first round, I feel like she was moving a little bit more, giving me a little bit more submission opportunities. In the second round, she was kind of just covered up and closing herself up, which doesn't really give me as much opportunities to find the submission. But obviously, you can land strikes all day there.
And last one, you said no preference for opponent next. You just want to get in there. Any thought of campaigning for a spot at UFC 300? They're still filling that card up.
I'd be down, 100%.
At this point, 2-1 at strawweight, 2 finishes. Do you feel pretty comfortable at this weight? Is this your home for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I think strawweight is going to be my home.
What would you say is the difference, between competing at strawweight and flyweight, just in terms of performance, or cutting more weight, all that?
I guess I have to have a little bit stricter camp. Not necessarily too much difference besides the size of the opponents, where I was like, today I came in the cage at 130. I know my opponents before at strawweight and at flyweight were coming in the cage close to 150, so it's just definitely a little bit undersized there, but I wasn't cutting much weight to go to flyweight, so it's just a little bit of a stricter camp. That's about it.
And fighting in Toronto, so close to home, do you feel that added pressure throughout fight week, on fight day? Is that something you have to balance, or was it really just calm, cool, collected all the way through?
Yeah, it's not pressure for me, it's excitement. It's just I know that I'm about to go do something great, and I just embrace it.
Gillian, right here in the front. What's it been like training at Goat Shed lately? Because obviously they made a lot of noise on their social medias, and I think that's where a lot of fans know them from. But what's it been like actually in the walls training there?
I absolutely love Goat Shed, honestly. It's such a great training environment. We all push each other. A little bit chaotic, but that's what a fight is. That's what you need. You know, you need that chaos. That's what the audience brings. That's what your corners bring. That's what everybody brings. So it brings the chaos in the gym, and you get used to it. And it's a team. It's a family. I love Goat Shed.